nice. And thank you for sharing tonight. Go ahead and take it
Yes.
away.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get right into telling y'all about my testimony. I have so many testimonies. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna start with the one most inspiring one for me, which was my mom. My mom has been on this walker because my mom was weighing about maybe 400 and something pounds, almost 500. So she couldn't walk, so she had to use this walker. And I remember telling her that I'm like, Mom, I can't keep picking this walker up, putting this walk in the truck, this walker heavy. We're gonna have to do something about this, you know. And at that point, at that time, I think myself, I was weighing about 320. So then I started the tea, and let me see, I was 320 when I started. 40 days, because I count all the days on the calendar. 40 days later, after taking the tea in the life, I was 259. My mom started. One day I came to my mom's house. This was a week after my mom started. My mom called me screaming, Tammy, 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 you gotta come, you gotta come, you gotta come. I gotta show you something. I'm like, what's up, Mom? So she's like, you gotta come. I gotta show you something. I just got all this energy. You gotta come. So I get there and I see my grandma have this long walkway, right? So I come, pull up, and she come down the walkway. Now, mind you, again, my mother's been walking on this walk for I want to say about over 10 years. Okay, so she come down the walkway. Actually, she was kind of running down the walkway. I'm like, what's up? At that moment, I didn't even realize that she was running or that she didn't have a walker. This is real life. I even have my children on the line. They know this. I can't make this up. Okay. So then she come running to me. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Where's your walker at? She was like, that's what I wanted to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She's like, Tammy, guess what? Since I've been taking that tea, oh my goodness, I just can't look at this. Look, and she ran. I'm like, what? Now, and I have to be honest with y'all for a minute. I said, my ain't no darn tea. Make you not use your walk. That's what I said to her. So she's like, no, baby, I'm telling you, I haven't used nothing else. You know, I haven't used anything else. I've been using this tea, and look, and she started running. I had to record that. That thing right there. When I put that thing on Facebook, all my family couldn't believe it. They was like, I don't know what on you taking, but I want some. You know, like, because they knew that right there took her. She's sitting down to this day. I'm trying to tell you to this day, this lady gets on my nerves. She won't go a day without this tea. She stresses me. You got make sure my order. Da, da. She won't go a day without this tea. Now she's about 250, 250, no, about 260, 265. And because of COVID, she went back up. So, but she's doing so good. She used to have high blood pressure. I got to start selling tea because my brother was dying. My brother was diabetic, and somebody had told me about this tea, and I was like, well, if I get it, I know I can probably save him. But it was too late for my brother. By the time that I was able to get the tea, it was too late. I already lost my brother. But then my mom was taking insulin 3 times a day. She had high blood pressure. She was taking medicine all day. She was slow. She was taking all this pain medicine, everything. From to this day, my mom is no longer diabetic. She don't take no high blood pressure. She don't have high blood pressure, and she had that COPD, and she was in the hospital like every week. She have not been in the hospital from her COPD. I'm so grateful. That's just one of them. I'm gonna be real quick because the other one was my 3-year-old grandson. My grandson had to wear heart murmur, and they was like, well, he failed all his EKGs and all this stuff. I said, listen, I'm about to give him this Cordyceps. And the doctor was like, well, I don't know. I said, well, I know. I showed her, look, this is what I'm about to give him, and this we're gonna take. And so I gave it to him for about a week. Even at 3 years old, it's a capsule. So I'll open the capsule up and give it to him on some yogurt. And so he would take it. He would come to me every morning, mommy, I did it. And eventually, I literally mean I can't make this up. A week later, he was no longer on a heart machine. They couldn't understand how come the test, came back, normal and everything. And when I tried to tell them, of course, they didn't want to believe me. I'm like, well, I know what I use. He's never used this before. This little boy was going every day to the hospital having asthma attacks and everything. Since that day, he don't have asthma, none of that. So I'm very, very grateful. Not to mention what it did to my plant. I used the chaga in my plants and I posted it. I remember posting it and they said that something that I probably was going to kill the plants by putting it in there. No, my plants love it. They grew and grew. I'm talking about in like a month. You can see If you look and you put some in, mix some in the water, like maybe 2 capsules in a gallon of water, and you put it in your flowers. I'm talking about you pay attention. Like 5 days, you will see a new bud sprouting. I can't make this up. Try it for yourself. That's all I gotta say. Y'all have a wonderful night and be blessed. And when I tell you this tea really works, it really works. It has changed my family. I'm not gonna cry on this line because I know where they came from. I know what I saw, and I'm to this day. I don't care what the situation is. I got my tea. I got my tea right here with me on this desk. It's not a game. If the kids about to get sick before they even catch up anything, I've been giving them this tea. Now, one time have they had COVID, and I'm just keeping it real. I've tested. I've never tested positive for COVID. I'm not saying that it's a cure or any of that. I'm just saying what it have not, what it helped my family with, and what we have not had. That's it. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your night.
Awesome